This is the third episode of our learning adventure with Lons, the challenge to get Lons into the Champions League. But to do that, we are playing with only one tactic. We've delegated all the training to our assistant managers. And yes, we're just here to find out how this 3-4-2-1 needs to adapt to different kinds of formations. Yes, we started out rather defensively in some of these setups. As you can see, we're a pretty hard team to score against. We've got some interesting matches coming up today. Right, we're playing Nice and we're playing PSG on today's playthrough. Our system is pretty simple. It's a 5-2-2-1. I like the 5-2-2-1 and how it plays on Football Manager. There are plenty of variations to the 5-2-2-1 you can try out. But what I wanted to do was to answer that question. You guys always ask me, how do I adapt to different kinds of formations? The thing about adapting to different kinds of systems, ideally you don't want to do that, right? You just don't want to go and change your tactic too much when you're playing against different kinds of systems. You can make small changes to take advantage of maybe certain weaknesses in the other system. So all I can offer you guys are guidelines. If I'm looking at formations like the 4-2-3-1 and the 5-2-1-2 and the 5-2-2-1, these are systems right now which have a lot of strength in the middle. With a 4-2-3-1, you want to knock out those two DMs and the AP. When I mean knockout, basically all I'm trying to say is you want to try and reduce their influence so that you don't get those DMs pushing higher up the pitch. And then when they do that, those fullbacks become really engaged. They can do all kinds of overlaps. You might get overloaded. I want to avoid all that. Same thing applies to the 5-2-1-2 and the 5-2-2-1. So along the way, I've come up with some strategies. I've also got a situation where, hey, what do we do if we have to play against a really good 5-2-2-1? Like, for example, in some cases, you want to make sure that when you're facing another formation that's identical to the same one that I'm using, then what I normally do is I try to play a cautious mentality away from home. I maintain counter pressing and counter, but what I really do with those two wing backs is important. I don't want them launching too high up the pitch, so I get them to play as wing backs on support. And then we have other formations like the 4-4-2, the 4-2-4. Against the 4-4-2, I want to maintain our own passing lanes because the wing back, he needs to bring the ball up the pitch. But because he's got two players on the same flank giving him issues, I want to try and make sure that he's on support duty. He can pass inside, then go back out again. And then I try to keep the tempo to normal. These are some of the small little changes that I make. When I say destroys in midfield, literally what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to break up that partnership that they have. Maybe I'm going to be pushing up higher up the pitch. I might play on positive mentality just so that my defensive line, my line of engagement is slightly higher. The approach may be the same against a 4-2-4. When I think of football, I think of it in the simplest terms, control the middle, right? Because that is where most coaches want their players to do those line-breaking passes. So my approach is relatively simple. How do I make it hard for that middle to play well? Meanwhile, here we've got our match coming up. We're going to be facing Nice in the next game. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the data very quickly. Let's see how we've done this season. We've done pretty well. I'm pretty happy with the way we are playing right now. If I'm looking at our performances, expected goals against per game, conceded per game, you can see that we're a tough nut to crack. And the goals haven't been that bad to look at. I'm not the sort of person that's obsessed with possession, but a large part of the strategy I'm using is to keep the ball away from the opposition. We're leading the league in terms of average possession, that's 62%. There are some games where we have struggled, of course, where we do something like 50, 54%, but then we bounce back. The formations, there are some that will give us trouble. So for our playthroughs, we want to feature different kinds of formations and, of course, lessons learned. And naturally, we also want to play against the heavy hitters. This weekend is going to be a cracking weekend. Lons play Nice, and then after that, Lons play PSG. So let's check out what formation they're using. Yes, we saved the 4-2-4 for today. I noticed that they were playing a 4-2-4, so we decided to do a show for the 4-2-4, and we want to know whether my lessons that I suspect, they work. We got inside forward, inverter winger, pressing forward, complete forward, DM, ball winning midfielder. This is a nice combination, man. This is what I call destroying combination. So anybody who tries to come through the middle, that ball winning midfielder is going to create havoc. They have wing backs bombing up. So generally, when I see these kind of formations, it's basically let's prevent these fullbacks, right, connecting with the wingers. Ideally, we want to give them issues, force their fullback to, play long. But then again, we've got to be very careful. So my goal here is to actually do something akin to keeping possession of the ball. The longer I keep the possession away from the ball, the harder it will be for them to build up attacks. I've got to be very careful of their counter. So according to B notes, this 4-2-4, I want to maintain my flank passing lanes. I have to put destroyers in midfield, isolate their attacking pattern, which is the 4 attackers in front. We're going to start with this strategy, positive mentality, home or away, counter pressing, counter, wing back. I'm going to change them with support, and I'm going to keep my tempo normal. So right now, I have to admit I'm very nervous because shorter passing is good, right? I could drop it down to cautious away from home, but that means my defensive line and my line of engagement is also quite deep. They have a 4-2-4. I'm actually, when I'm playing on a lower mentality, and if I drop this, I'm actually encouraging to come high up the pitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to maintain it on positive. We're going to do the same thing. And the tempo is going to be normal, right? So we left everything there. I'm going to set up our team right now. I'm going to play with Loy Openda. He's advanced forward. He comes in as an advanced forward. Frankowski is not 100%, but we definitely need him for this game. Other than that, looks Fofana will come here, and we'll put Junior Onana here. And Cabo, Frankowski, Medina will not be playing. I'll play Fortes here. And we've got 2 white centre backs on defense, 1 ball playing defender on cover. The goal here for me is very simple. I want to keep possession of the ball because I'm petrified of this formation, right? So we're not a very good team, right? So if I keep pushing high up the pitch, we're just going to open ourselves up here, and I can't really afford to launch these guys. What I'm going to actually do is just going to launch one of them. He's going to be a wing back on attack. I mean, we could conceivably ask the ball-winning midfielder to be a ball-winning midfielder on defense. But then I won't have enough of a presence high up the pitch to threaten the 2 central midfielders when they come calling. So they've got a throw. We go down the flanks. They're looking for options. We done well defensively, but plays the ball to Diop. Again, Cabo does well. We get the ball out. Switch the play to the other flank, which is nice to see. Frankowski finds Fofana. Then we go back again. It's a positive mentality. All right, okay. Ball winning midfielder. What a ball to the advanced forward. Chips, it's in. Advanced forward for the win. This is one of the reasons why we say the advanced forward, because it's a 4-2-4, right? So he will just break. He'll try and break the offside trap, get into the area, and score a goal. All right, so now I can come off that whole idea I had just now of trying to get a goal with this wing back. So we don't have to do that anymore. Yeah, that was my goal. And then what we can also do, I'm going to drop down the cautious. It'll drop my defensive line slightly, my line of engagement slightly, right? But we will be more careful about how we pass the ball. Junior Onana, Shabani, Frankowski again, slips it to Shabani. Shabani is in great. Oh, he squares it. It's Anana. It's 2. It's 2. It's 2. Yeah, beautiful things, you. Yes, it's the second goal for the day. Shabani does well. I like him, man. I know he's not a favorite for a lot of people, but yeah, he does the job. Onana, our ball-winning midfielder, getting in there to score a goal. Okay, that's 2 goals again. I mean, I think this is against the run of play, though. Yeah, Iliran Turam comes in, shoots, blocked. Our playmaker. There we go. Lilian Turam trying, and it's to Samba. Looking at opposition instructions, I'm not too thrilled with what I see. Okay, we've got trigger press on him. I don't need a trigger press. We want to push him in. Yeah, we want these guys to play the passes inside so they don't find their marks here, right? I mean, they will find them if they're, I mean, like, let's look at Bart, right? But let's look at his feet. This is how you find out. He's got a very strong left foot and a weak right foot. So throwing him onto his right foot is actually a good idea. That's what we've done. Okay, confirming the changes. Okay, I didn't know that you can confirm changes with by pressing the space bar. That's new. You learn something new every day. All right, I'm happy, but they come calling again. Duke with a corner. The Lord, okay. So we want to demand more from the team. They are attacking us. I expected this to happen. All right. Oh, we can't even get the ball. There's a lot of I'm dribbling and the player just loses the ball. Okay. All right. I'm expecting these guys to attack. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna hit the early cross. And I'm gonna try something. I'm toying the idea of asking to become a target forward. Okay. We got a ball playing defender, playing it to the white center back. Ball winning midfielder out. White center back, good passing here. The wing back comes inside, goes outside, and he's offside. That wouldn't have counted. This is the time when I want the poacher. Okay, so yeah, I'm looking to see whether we can bring the ball out of defense. Danso plays a brilliant pass to the playmaker. Playmaker out to Fofana. Playmaker's very deep at the moment. That's good. I mean, not ideal, but hey, that shows how much of a team player he is. The wing back, that should have been a beautiful third. They played brilliantly for that. Schmeichel out to Dante. Goes wide to Atal. There we go. Plays it down the line. No, it's Delo. Delo takes it down really well. The defenders are not letting him turn. They clear the danger. And they somehow or another play something close that's making me a bit nervous. Dante, Rosario, out he goes. Atal now goes round, looks for the options. Delo shoots. Defenders clear the ball calmly. Okay, but turns Duke. This is a goal. This is a goal. There is no other way to describe this. Except, I didn't see my players actually win the ball there in their counter. Okay, we got Cabo with the throw. Out to our ball-winning midfielder. Finds somebody, or tried to at least. Fofana out to the ball-winning midfielder. Finds the wing-back. Wing-back crosses the ball. Another wing-back puts it into the area. They can't find our good friend Shabani. We go out into the space. Diop stretching. You can see it coming back, the wing-back. Oh, no. Cheeky chip. The keeper shouldn't have come out. The keeper made a horrible blunder here. Right, he's like caught in no man's land. Right, let's see. There he comes up. And I don't know what happened to him. He decides not to gather the ball. That's terrible decision making from the keeper. Okay, so we've got Frankowski. Okay, what we're going to do in the second half is we're going to replace this player. This player will come off. We haven't played very well, but we scored 2 goals. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, because there's some times when I don't care about possession, but we've done it. Okay, so counter press is coming off. Yeah, I don't want to lose possession. I don't want to make it too easy for them to get the ball back. So that's the only change I'm making. Apart from the substitution that I was going to do. Haidara on for Frankowski, who's not playing very well. Okay, we've got Haidara to the playmaker. Cabo is having a match of his life. And they get it to Pepe. He's going to run into traffic exactly the way we'd hoped. Fortes, what a pass. This guy doesn't want to fulfill my wishes, man, when I say what a pass. Sorensen. But now, okay, he's running. Okay, the boys are actually not doing too badly. They're striking, but they're getting closer and closer to my goal. And they've scored. Okay. All right, we're going to step up more now. And we're going to do maximum pressing. Okay, that's what we're going to do. They got too close to our lines. The boys just allow them that space. Atal now. Oh no. Good save from the keeper. Well, I may figure out how to play against the 4-2-4 someday. But I don't think it's today. Haidara, Fofana, 48%. They've created the better chances. 6.5 from Claude Maurice. We're going to take off this player and bring this guy on. We might take off Junior Onana and bring on this player. And we've got a corner. Cabo licks it. And our defender just heads it to Schmeichel for some easy catching practice today. Lons and Nice. I mean, I am just disappointed we couldn't get the win, but I think we still have a chance. Okay, we got Openda through. Openda shoots. Openda scores. It's 3-2. You sweet, beautiful things. It's so nice. Yeah. Okay, double DMs. I think this is a match engine flaw, though. I seriously think this is a match engine flaw. Okay, I'll explain why, right? Okay. All right, okay, let's go back to where it started from. See the goalkeeper taking the kick, right? It takes the kick. You see how long it takes these two guys to come here. Goes. Now we win the header, right? They're still here. They're still here, right? Boom. He wins the header. I'm lucky to have won this game, right? SI is going to fix this for sure. All right, look at it. It's still there. I mean, I can't go any wider than this. Okay, and then it comes up, and you see the gap now appearing. So all Fofana has to do is put one into the channel here. And this is where our striker is. He starts moving. See the two whites, the centre backs. Something I complained about, that white centre backs sometimes stay too wide. And then there we go. Now they start to close in, but they're too slow. And then he uses his acceleration, breaks the two, and it goes on to score. I mean, I feel a bit dirty scoring the goal. I really do. I don't think we deserve to lose this game, but, you know, we didn't play well. We just, uh-oh. They want to make it fair. We're going to try and win this game. All right. Okay, what can we do? Yeah, we're going to hold our lines a bit more. We're going to remove this. In fact, I'm not doing any more of this anymore. We're not stepping up more. Okay. Play our defense, yes. Hit the early cross. Okay. Throw it long, and then, yeah. Okay, let's hope we can see out the game. We got a lot of minutes to see out. Samba to Danso to Rual. Okay, they work through the press nicely. Kabul, he's gonna try. He can't beat them. But okay, we're not gonna counter press because they're gonna get back into defensive shape. Yep, correct. That's a mentality, cautious, right? I don't expect them to counter press every time. Gopenda, he's jogging. He's jogging. He's not running anymore. We got to bring on another striker. Okay. He's just jogging. I know he scored a prolific goal, but Ahmed Samet out to Shabani. It's Openda again. Openda says, you dare take me off? You dare take me off? You dare? You dare? I want to take him off, but he's okay, maybe we won't take him off. Right? Okay. He'll be furious, man. Shabani with a great pass. It's just a simple pass. Defenders again out of shape. We got 4-2. Oh, wait. He is really coming off, though. Openda taken off after a hat-trick. So we got Shabani on the pitch. So we got a fresh striker. So Openda goes off to a standing ovation from the fans. Cabo into the area. It's a pen. It's a pen. Puppy power. Okay, what did we learn from this game? Apparently not very much. Okay. Lower mentality, we kept it. We added hit early cross to the 4-2-4 because it was playing with wingbacks. And then we played on lower mentality, but we were very careful with how we step up more. I think generally the formation was the same, right? With a 4-2-4. The addition of the hit early cross plays a big part now because as they come out, we are hitting them on the transition. So I think this is the best thing that I added, hit early cross. And then once it became a bit tight, I took off counter. Step up more was also used for us to put pressure on the opposition when we wanted to take a goal and we wanted to come back. So I think here step up more is used. Yeah, I didn't use step up more until I needed to go get goals, right? But once they started chasing the goals, I didn't need step up more anymore because I could allow them to come at me and then hit them on the break. So knee sticks took a hammering in this game. Very good for our morale. It's a good win. And the boys should be happy. So we've kind of basically got the right setup for this 4-2-4. So based on the last match, my recipe for the 4-2-4 will change slightly. Now it's going to be cautious mentality away, especially against the good sides. We're going to play with no counter pressing, changing the duties of the two wing backs. Our tempo is going to be normal. Definitely using the hit early cross because the 4-2-4 with wing backs is particularly strong. Step up more will be used if I need to chase for a goal, and otherwise I'm going to choose nothing because that apparently was the best way to play against that system. I never expected this to be a monster goal-scoring tactic, right? But Dennis Sherburne with 10 goals, highest average rating, most assists, and our ball-playing defender has the best passing completion rate. It's not a bad start to the season. Our happiness might be short-lived because, as you know, we're facing the Holy Trinity from hell, Mbappe, Neymar, and Lionel Messi. And well, according to my notes, 5-2-2-1 DM, which is what they are playing, I'm going to have to isolate the DMs from the two AMs. That's my only way I'm going to win this game. And it's not going to be easy. At home, should be playing a higher mentality. We counter press and counter. If we score a goal, wingbacks go into wingback on support. Ultra defensive sides, we can push our wide centre backs. But the thing here is this: it's all fine and dandy when you're playing against the average team. But once you're playing against a petrodollar infused football team, things get a bit dicey. Here we go. Our goal is very simple. Don't let PSG score. Or at least, make it hard for PSG to score. I mean, they've lost one game to Nice, right? Maybe if you're defensively solid, we can deny them. So we're going to turn this guy to a wingback on support because just now we played him as a wingback on attack, right? So that was a good option against that 4-2-4 because I wanted to push him high up the pitch. But this is going to be how we play. We might stick to Openda instead of our poacher because I don't think we're going to get many chances. Positive mentality could be good. Counter press. If we push, we lose the ball. We open up the space. I think against this team, we're going to also remove drop-off more. No counter press. Yeah. And keep things relatively simple. Yeah. There's a part of me that says go cautious against them. Make every pass count. Okay, we'll do that. We'll play cautious. It's PSG after all. Let's show them the due respect that they deserve as one of the great teams of this generation of French teams. Yeah, I'm saying all kinds of nice things to the Dots and hoping that they will respond. Okay. Lens versus PSG. And opposition instruction for Kylian Mbappe, go hard when tackling. Yeah, I'm tempted to, man. But these guys are tough as nails. Okay, opposition instructions. What are we doing here? Yeah, here I think we're going to let these wingbacks run down the flanks, let them cross the ball, hard tackle these two. How we're able to hard tackle them, I have no clue. They're too good. Okay, we're not going to chase these defenders. They're too good as well. They'll be able to pass the ball. Okay, here we go. Thus begins the great adventure. They play the ball into the space for Mbappe. He shoots, he scores. That was fast. That was fast, man. Yeah, that's disallowed, but man, that caused the heart palpitations immediately. I was like, ha, what's going on? Fofana, boys are like, okay, these boys are getting a bit nervous. Fofana looks long. He feels the heat, right? And he's Openda. He rounds the keeper. The keeper makes a terrible mistake. We take the lead. Oh my God, that was terrible for the keeper. It's a calamity, man. Donnarumma What is he doing? This is the word. Another one of those, like, I don't know, maybe it's match engine flaw, but this is more like animation. Keeper handles, then keeper comes out, take the ball, and doesn't clear it up properly. Yeah, could be, but hey, man. Yeah, it can happen to us, right? So as far as I'm concerned, whatever can happen to the AI can happen to us. Okay? So let's not complain. Junior Onana out of Shabani, that's done well. Okay. Again, they go long. Shabani hits it down to Fofana. It's Frankowski. Frankowski turns, gets it to Fofana, plays it one into the area. Junior Onana finds the playmaker. The playmaker forcing Donnarumma into a save. That's 2 now. Shots on target. I'm holding my hands and beginning the prayer. Let's hold the hands and continue praying for the rest of the match. Because Lons is the one basically doing the damage. Okay. Good work. Oh, Mbappe runs away. The ball playing defender chased him, man. Yeah, all right. There we go. Kimpembe. It's still Lema. Kimpembe. We're letting them have the ball. It's okay. Mukiele comes forward. Then, it's a race. Mbappe misses. Okay. We survived the first Mbappe heart attack. Okay, whoa, Cabo reads the danger and then gives the ball away after all that hard work. Yeah, I told you guys. There are some dodgy things that go on. And he chips and he misses. Okay, he's still going to be on cover. He's playing really well, Ruel. Okay, 1-0 is the result on the day. Okay. Now, I'm not going to turn him on defend duty. I know many of you are going, turn him on defend. No, we're not. If I play him on defend, we might have a problem. I'm toying with the idea of turning him on as a ball-winning midfielder. But we need some kind of a creator from this deep position. Shorter passing play or defense dribble less, underlap, fairly narrow, throw it long, distribute to fullbacks. I think we can keep this going. Okay. No changes just yet. But I foresee tough times coming. Nuno Mendes, Neymar Jr., yeah, okay, you're going to score a goal from a throw-in. That always happens. You cheeky little buggers. Yeah, it's going to happen, right? It's that eventual goal that will happen from a throw-in. Makes you feel like you've been robbed. We feel like we've been robbed, of course, because somehow or another, this guy cannot see players coming at him. Like, he runs forward, that's it. Like, okay, we've done the job. Like, okay, I'm coming back now. Yeah, I know. I'm not going to moan. It can happen to them. It can happen to us. We'll take it. Okay. We're just going to take Frankowski off because apparently he's fallen asleep at the wheel. We're going to bring Haidara on. Okay. 54 minutes. I think we're going to bring Samit on for Junior Onana. Right. Okay. We get some fresh legs there. And Gradit on for Cabo as well. Okay. Okay. We got Neymar Jr. playing that. Yeah. Then he's going to crack it from here and almost scores the goal. Like, it's that free kick that pulls 2 players away. Creates space for the goal scorer to shoot from outside the area. Yeah. All right, come on. We can do this. In the immortal words of my son, you can do it, Daddy. You can do it, Daddy. Okay. Come on, we're going to encourage the boys. They have what it takes. Come on, encourage them. Great result for us if we can hold on to a point. Shabani is playing well. Openda is playing well. I cannot make any more substitutions. 81. All right, we go into the famous time-wasting strategy. Okay, let's go. We got a couple of minutes. Can we hold on to this most illustrious result? We done well. Lens won, PSG won. They robbed us. Okay, let's just put it this way. Okay, guys. Okay, there's no point saying it's a match engine flaw because I scored one from an obvious like goalkeeper howler, and then they scored one from no one marking that guy. Seriously. Just, you don't want to be marked. It's a result I'll take this result. Let's look at the analytical data. Teams. Lons, this is our passing map, right? It's not bad because you can see Loy Openda got fed quite well from all the players. You know, everybody was able to find him with a pass. The shadow striker played a really big part in our setup. But looking at PSG, we did a really good job. I mean, I think we did a good job of isolating Mbappe. He didn't have a lot of passing combinations. And then we had Neymar and, of course, Lionel Messi. These two, they couldn't find Mbappe with a ball over the top. I think that if you were to look at the two, I'd be more happier to get this kind of a passing combination than this kind of a passing combination. This basically tells me you spend more of it most of the time in your half. We did okay. We got some interesting link-up plays. It would have been nice if we had beaten PSG, right? Naturally. But the goal of this whole playthrough is actually, if you had a 5-2-2-1, how would you play against different kinds of formations? That was the goal. Along the way, maybe we'll learn things that we can transplant with other systems, because each formation has its strengths and its weaknesses. But the challenge here is to remember that not all teams are created equally. I personally prefer 5-2-2-1s with a tall shadow striker, the option to have a fast striker, the option to have a strong poacher. I also want wingbacks can bomb down the flanks and deliver crosses. And of course, we always need a ball-playing defender, someone that is comfortable bringing the ball out from defense, and of course, a defender that's got good jumping reach, anticipation, and concentration. Naturally, not everyone is going to have those kind of players at their disposal. So whenever you make any kind of attack, you got to consider the various ways in which you're trying to score goals. I tried to create as many as I could within that 5-2-2-1. It doesn't always work, but at least I'm hoping this little playthrough with the little, how do I play against this formation bits, all those bits help you out. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Meanwhile, I hope you enjoyed today's show. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.